Do you ever consider how your meals might taste if you really savored every bite? This question may seem simple, but it opens up a world of exploration into our daily eating habits. Think about it. How often do you find yourself eating in a rush, mindlessly scrolling through your phone, or simply not giving your food the attention it deserves? Food is not just fuel, it's an experience meant to be enjoyed. But in our fast-paced society, we often forget to savor the flavors, textures, and aromas of what we eat. We've become disconnected from the very thing that sustains us. But what if we could change this? What if we could turn each meal into a moment of mindfulness, a pause in our busy lives where we truly connect with our food? This is where the concept of mindful eating comes into play. It's an approach that encourages us to slow down and fully experience our food. Mindful eating might just be the key to unlock a healthier and more enjoyable eating experience. Mindful eating, a simple yet profound concept, requires us to be fully present during our meals. It's not about dieting or counting calories, but rather about appreciating and truly experiencing the food we consume. So, what exactly is mindful eating? Picture this. It's about sitting down at your meal, taking a moment to appreciate the colors and presentation of your food. It's about inhaling deeply, savoring the different aromas wafting up from your plate, each one hinting at a different ingredient used. Mindful eating is about slowing down and paying full attention to the experience of eating. It's about noticing the rich ruby red of a tomato, the vibrant green of a lettuce leaf, the earthy brown of a baked potato. It's about recognizing the effort that went into preparing the meal, whether by a loved one, a chef, or even yourself. It's about acknowledging the journey of the food, from the farm to your plate, and the nourishment it provides. With mindful eating, we can also explore our personal likes and dislikes in a deeper, more meaningful way. Rather than mindlessly eating whatever is put in front of us, we can take the time to understand what foods we truly enjoy and which ones we don't. This can lead to healthier food choices and a more satisfying eating experience as we start to choose foods that not only taste good, but also make us feel good. In essence, mindful eating turns every meal into a multi-sensory experience. It's not just about filling our bellies, but about nourishing our bodies and minds. It's about appreciating the simple, everyday act of eating and turning it into an opportunity for mindfulness and presence. So, how do you practice mindful eating? It's simpler than you might think. First, remove all distractions. This means turning off the television, putting away your phone, and clearing away any work or reading materials. Allocate this time solely for eating and appreciating the meal in front of you. By doing this, you are setting the stage to fully engage with your food, free from the noise and interruptions of everyday life. Next, take a moment to appreciate your food before you start eating. Look at the colors, smell the aromas, and think about the journey your food took to get to your plate. This is not just about acknowledging the effort that went into preparing the meal, but also about fostering a sense of gratitude and respect for the nourishment it provides. Now, as you take your first bite, chew slowly. This is not a race. The act of chewing is an essential part of digestion, and it's often overlooked in our hurry to finish our meals. Chewing slowly not only aids in digestion, but also allows you to savor each bite, enhancing the overall experience of eating. As you continue eating, focus on the flavors and sensations. Notice the sweetness of the carrots, the crunchiness of the celery, the creaminess of the mashed potatoes. Each bite offers a new sensation, a new flavor, a new experience. By paying attention to these details, you'll find that you're not just eating, but truly tasting and enjoying your food. This mindful approach also aids in portion control. When you eat slowly and savor each bite, you'll find that you're satisfied with smaller portions. You're giving your body time to register the food you've consumed. As a result, you're less likely to overeat and more likely to feel content with your meal. Remember, mindful eating isn't a diet or a quick fix. It's a lifestyle change aimed at improving your relationship with food. It's about experiencing food in a more meaningful and satisfying way, and in the process, fostering a healthier relationship with the food we eat. To summarize, mindful eating is about fully engaging our senses to enjoy and appreciate our food. It's a practice that goes beyond the physical act of eating and enters the realm of consciousness, where we pay close attention to our body's signals, the food's textures and flavors, and our thoughts and feelings during the meal. Let's recap the key points about mindful eating. First and foremost, mindful eating encourages us to remove distractions during meals. This means turning off the TV, putting away our smartphones and focusing solely on the food in front of us. By doing this, we allow ourselves to be fully present in the moment, appreciating the meal and the nourishment it provides. Secondly, mindful eating is about savoring the food. This isn't just about enjoying delicious meals, it's about truly tasting every bite, recognizing the different flavors, and appreciating the effort that went into preparing the meal. It's about experiencing food in a whole new way. Thirdly, mindful eating promotes slowing down. We often rush through our meals without giving our bodies the chance to register that we're full. By eating slowly, we give our body the time it needs to send out satiety signals, which can prevent overeating. And finally, it's about being present. Mindful eating is about more than just food. It's about being in tune with our bodies and our emotions. It's about recognizing our hunger cues and understanding our cravings, rather than mindlessly reaching for the nearest snack. The potential benefits of mindful eating are numerous. It can lead to better digestion as our bodies have more time to break down food. It can aid in weight management by preventing overeating. And perhaps most importantly, it can foster a more positive relationship with food, helping us to see it as a source of nourishment rather than something to be controlled or feared. So next time you sit down for a meal, take a moment to truly taste your food. Who knows, it might just change the way you eat forever. A voiceover. Before we move forward, it's necessary to note that the information shared in this video is intended for educational purposes only. It is not meant to replace professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition, or before making any changes to your diet or exercise program. Mindful eating is a wonderful practice that can enhance your relationship with food, but it's important to tailor it to your individual health needs and circumstances. Remember, the journey to mindful eating is personal and unique to each individual. It's not about perfection, but about making small, conscious changes that lead to a healthier and more mindful lifestyle. As you embark on this journey, be patient with yourself. It's okay to have days where you don't practice mindful eating perfectly. The goal is to make progress, not achieve perfection. So as we conclude this segment, we encourage you to take these tips and adapt them to your lifestyle. Try to incorporate mindful eating into your daily routine, even if it's just for one meal a day. Observe the changes it brings to your eating habits and overall well-being. And most importantly, enjoy the process. After all, eating should be one of life's great pleasures. Let's make it so. Stay tuned, as in the next segment, we will wrap up this video with some final thoughts on mindful eating. Voiceover. Now that we've explored the concept and practices of mindful eating and provided some important disclaimers and encouragement, let's wrap up our discussion. Mindful eating is not just about the food we eat, but also about how we eat it. It's about engaging all our senses, appreciating the nourishment that food provides, and listening to our body's signals of hunger and satiety. Remember, this video is for informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. If you have specific health concerns or dietary needs, it's critical to consult with a healthcare provider before making changes to your diet or lifestyle. As we've discussed, mindful eating is a journey, a process of learning and unlearning. It's not something that can be perfected overnight, but with patience, practice, and a little bit of curiosity, you can start to change your relationship with food. You can transform eating from a mindless act into an opportunity for self-care and nourishment. Remember, your health is your responsibility. Always consult with a healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet or lifestyle. And remember, every meal is an opportunity to practice mindful eating. So take a moment to slow down, savor your food, and appreciate the nourishment it provides. As we conclude, let's not forget that mindful eating is not just about eating less, but about appreciating more flavors, more textures, and more joy in every bite. With that, we wish you a mindful journey towards a healthier and happier relationship with food. Stay tuned for more insightful videos on mindful living.